Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I'm just going to see if anybody can see me yet. If anyone's watching, do they mind just saying hello so that I know you can hear me? Saying hello so that I know you can hear me. Saying hello so that I know you can hear me. Saying hello so that I know you can hear me. Saying hello so that I know you can hear me. Saying hello so that I know you can hear me. I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me now? I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me now? Oh, hi Navarana. Hi Anne. Is there a problem at that end? I don't know whether it keeps repeating what I'm saying. Hello, Heidi. Hi, Rosie. Am I saying things twice? How's it going? Sorry. It just sounded a bit weird when I watched it. It's okay. All right. Thank you, Heidi. I don't know what happened there. So thanks for coming along this afternoon. And I'm really sorry about yesterday. Some of you know I suddenly became a little bit poorly and wasn't able to come on live. So, but I'm fine now. So thank you for those who were concerned about me. So Anne, I'm really glad that you're here at the beginning because this one is actually all for you. All right. It's especially for you. So for anybody, is it still repeating, Anne? So for those of you who don't know, Anne is a good friend of mine, and she showed me a picture of a card, and she said, oh, I like the look of this. And I said, oh, you're going to give it a go? She said, no, I'm waiting for you to work it out for me. So Anne told me that it had been called a triple easel card, but I've seen cards described as triple easel cards, and they didn't look anything like that one. So I'm making what I think is that card, what it looked like to me. Okay, so this is for you, Anne. Okay, so I've started off. I'm going to bring in my trimmer now. And I've got my card base already. Now this is a piece of A4 cardstock. And I've cut it to 11.5 inches this way. And then I've simply scored it and folded it centrally. So my card is now what we call an A5 card. It measures 5 3/4 inches there, that way, and 8 1/4 this way. Okay, so if your card's this size, you should be able to follow me. If you make a different size card, you would have to change your measurements. So I'm starting off, I'm bringing my card in a portrait orientation to the 2 3/4 inch mark, and I'm going to cut up to the score line here. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over and bring it back in, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, now 2 3/4 inches multiplied by 3 makes the 8 1/4 inches. Okay, so that's my card cut down. Now when I've used the trimmer, I do like to just use my bone folder to smooth the cut edges over. There's nothing wrong with the trimmer, it's the fact that the blade pushes the cardstock down into the track, and that's why you get that little ridge on the end, but they're all nice now. So the next thing I need to do is fold and burnish these pieces to make the actual what was labeled as the easel piece. And to do that, I'm going to bring back my trimmer and put my card in at an angle. Now I'm going to find it easier to do these one at a time. It is a little bit fiddly. It's quite difficult to get the cardstock in, but you've got to score it from the join of the card down to the bottom corner there. So I think it's probably easier if I bring it in this way. Right, so I've got it level on the track at the top and the bottom. It is a bit difficult to see. If you find it easier, you can get your scoring tool and do it on a board if you find that easier. So that's the bottom one, so scored from there to there. And then I'm going to do the middle one. I find if I rest it in this bottom bit, right into the base, it seems to fit better. Now you have to make sure it's spot on. If it's not spot on, this won't work very well. But if you want to try it, I would just try it out on some paper, some thin card, make a sort of thing like I did when I first saw it. I just grabbed a bit of scrap paper and folded it up and it worked first time, thankfully. Okay, so then you can get rid of that, and it's just a case of folding and burnishing on those score lines. So if I get my bone folder and just go really well on those score lines. So how's everyone's Sunday going? Have you been busy? Has anybody done anything different today? Or is it the same old, same old? I haven't scored really well on this. I'm just going to take my scoring tool and a ruler and just go a bit heavier on that. If you've got something soft underneath, you can score without a scoring tool, without a scoring board or a trimmer. So you really need to burnish these really, really well. Something like this can be a little bit tricky, and you can find yourself scoring the wrong way or something. So it's always a good idea to practice on a piece of scrap paper to make sure you're doing everything the right way, and then you can redo it if necessary. And I have actually, have I gone the wrong way on this? Oh no, I've got my card upside down. That's what it is. I think I've got my card upside down. It should be that way. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I have done it the wrong way around. But as you can see, if you turn your card upside down and over and round, it does come the right way. So I'll show you this again in a minute. So that's it. That's what I was looking for. So that these straight bits here are at the front. Okay. So right, we've got lots of people talking now. Anne's doing a new baby card. Lovely. Heidi's going to copy this. Yep. Well, you might not want to copy it when you see it. So the view I had, I don't know if I can get this on the camera. Let me see. So the view I had from the photograph that Anne showed me was like that. So does that look like the card you showed me, Anne? Because this is what I saw. Okay, so this is what I've gone for. So the next thing to do is to cover these areas with some designer series paper. So I've taken 3 pieces from the In Good Taste 12 by 12 card pack, DSP pack. Oh, thank you, Heidi. Yeah, we do need those thumbs up, please. This is really lovely. It's double-sided. And I'm going to use these. Now, you'll see that on the back, I've written a measurement. Now, I often do that when I'm using designer series paper on this kind of project, because sometimes you forget which way your paper's up, which is the width, which is the length. Because originally I'd got these pieces measured 5 1/4 by 5, and then I realized it was wrong. But that's why I wrote it on there, because I could have got the 5 1/4 side mixed up with the 5-inch side. So it's always a good idea to write on the back the size of your paper so you don't get muddled up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut these pieces from corner to corner in exactly the same way that I scored the cardstock. And by the way, these pieces measure 5 1/4. I said that down there, didn't I? By 2 1/4. Okay, let's just check that I'm not telling you lies. Yep. Now I'm going to put that on that track again, dead centrally. You must make sure the 2 points are exactly there, and then cut. Now I like to cut in the middle and then go up to the edge. With paper, that gives you a better cut. So let's go to the top there and the bottom there. Make sure it's spot on. Put my cutting blade in the middle of the paper. And then the third piece, exactly the same. Oh, it was an Australian lady who made the card. Wow, I didn't know that. Because yeah, I thought you didn't know where it had come from, but yeah, that's okay. Well, if she's watching, I hope she doesn't mind me having a go. I'm just guessing at how it was made, just from that photograph, with there being only one angle and no video. I just don't even know if I'm doing the right thing, but anyway. Oh, Rosie, it's really confusing because Heidi and I have been talking on a Zoom thing for a little while, and it's awful when one of us says, oh, well, I see you tonight, and they're saying, well, it is tonight. Oh, yeah, well, what time is it there? We get very muddled up. I think I've got it now, but, you know, even sometimes I do still get muddled up. So now I'm just going to bring these in and bring them down flat again. All I'm going to do is use these to pop onto the background here, and you should find that because of the size I've made them, they fit and they leave you a little 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. It is a little bit tricky cutting diagonals and getting them exactly right, so don't beat yourself up if they are a little bit out somewhere along the lines, because I promise you nobody is going to notice. Whoever you give this card to is just going to say, oh, blimey, how on earth did you do that? It's fantastic. If they say, oh, it's a 1/4 of an inch out here, then just tell them you're not going to make them another card if they're going to notice things like that. That's my policy anyway. So I was wondering whether to swap these round a bit and you know, do this kind of thing, or whether to keep them all the same side. And I don't really think it matters what we do. I don't think it matters, but I think I might do that. Just mix it up a bit. Heidi likes them mixed. Lots of people are making the sign. Yep, okay. So we're going to go with mixed then, okay? By the time I put my bit of decoration on, we're not really going to see a lot of this anyway, so I don't think it really matters a great deal. So if anybody doesn't know, because I mean, I know I've told a few people, I don't think I've actually broadcasted widely, but it's my daughter's 30th birthday today, so it's a little bit of an occasion. However, she did choose to go and celebrate today out for lunch with friends, and I did wonder if perhaps she might choose to come here with us tomorrow instead, but no, she's going out with work friends tomorrow, so tomorrow night. So, you know, we are the poor relations, but however, she did very kindly say, well, I might pop over to you at tea time and you could make me a birthday cake. Talk about cheeky, eh? I'm not sure where she gets that from. So I'm using my Tombow multi-purpose glue in my little dispenser here. I'm just popping these on as best I can to get a little border all round. But like I say, you know, don't be too meticulous. Don't beat yourself up about getting this spot on and even, because really, really, they won't notice. You will. But you're going to make it and then you're going to give it away. So it won't be there for you to look at. I wonder where Ellie looks up at the clouds. Sorry, Heidi, I don't know what you're referring to now about you wonder where, because I can't remember what I said. Short-term memory goes first, doesn't it? Not that any of you would you know, suffer from that experience, all being youngsters. Heidi and I had a real treat this morning. Louise being cheeky. Yep, I get you. Yep, I get you. And that's probably why I said it, Heidi. Yeah, Heidi and I have been treated to something really, really different this morning. Or this evening for Heidi. We watched Navarana's partner in battle, you know, doing his they do medieval battles, etc., and fairs and get-togethers. It's amazing. And we saw him practicing. Navarana took us around to the practice area. It was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it, Heidi? Oh, it looked looked very realistic. The Viking battle, yeah. So I've used the Mountain Air stamp set, which is in our annual catalogue, along with the matching dies, which are absolutely beautiful. These tree dies cut into your card. And then you can cut them out if you wish. No, they don't actually. They do cut out. I thought it was one that cut in. And they're so detailed. They are absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. And then you've got the lovely mountain stamps, which layer on top of each other. These are really, really versatile. There's a nice cloud formation and a nice sort of moon image there. These are absolutely gorgeous dies. And some lovely little tiny bird stamp there, which comes out really lovely. So these are really, really nice stamp set. I didn't want to be stamping all afternoon because you know how to stamp. We've done stamping videos and I'll do stamping videos again. But this particular video was all about making this style of card. Okay, yes, they were with real metal swords. Oh, we could hear them clanging, couldn't we, Heidi? It was brilliant. So I've sized these so that they fit to the bottom of our easels, if you like, and just come up. The back one comes up higher, and then the middle one slightly lower, and the front one lower still. Now, I did, after I'd cut my dummy one, and I was going to go with that, I did wonder if this would look better if I made the back one taller. But then I thought, no, it would complicate the matter of cutting up the DSP. You'd have to cut different size for everyone. So I decided to go with making this bit taller rather than those. And then it would be easier to just give measurements for the same measurement for each section. I hope that's made sense. So I'm going to pop this down. And that's why I said it doesn't really matter if these mats are not exact, because you're not going to see very much of them anyway. I'm actually going to bring them up when I stick. Well, if I do it like that, you'll see what I mean. I'm going to raise this up so that the corner here, this corner bit, is level with the top of the fold. Okay, so I want the actual corner, all of the shape above the fold line. When I've folded it, when I've stuck it down, I'll show you from the back so that you can see what I mean. Oh, hello to the last person that's come on. I'm really sorry. I don't understand the language you're using, so I can't actually reply to what you've said, but you're welcome. I've just realised I don't need glue here. I only need it on the bottom part. I'd forgotten what I was doing there because we don't want to stick it to the other part. So I'm bringing it up so that the whole of my cut piece, if you can see, is off. You actually can't see it because right, it's a bit difficult. I completely got this wrong where to put the glue. You can see it's the first one I've made, can't you? So the good thing with this glue is you can rub it until it dries and it will come off. And if you've got one of these, it's a bot. Oh, all right, go away, bot. I thought it was someone speaking Russian. So just get rid of that glue and it'll be fine. So now I'll just pop a little bit of glue on that corner. So I've just realised what I should have done, and which was fairly obvious, was to stick the glue on the oh, Joanna, thank you for being so clever. I had no idea how to do that. Thank you very much, Joanna. You have to message me later and tell me how to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do with the second one is, when I was doing this, I decided to cut that with a wavy line. I don't know why I decided to do that. Because then later I thought there's not much point really, because it's not really going to be seen. So I'm going to bring that one up to about there. So what I'm going to do is put the glue on here instead, and then I won't get any up there where I don't want it. So if I do it like that and pop my piece up there, it's only a tiny little bit I've got there that I don't want. Oh, Heidi says, yeah, it was fun. Navarana had us on her phone and we could see her as she took us on her walk to where her man was. And I said to Ellie, I feel like a pixie in Navarana's pocket going on an adventure. It was just like that. And then Heidi goes on to tell us, if we don't have a rubber eraser like the one I have, just dust your embossing buddy or some baby powder on the glue so it isn't sticky. Yes, that is a wonderful idea. Plus, the baby powder will make your cards smell delightful. Since this one's going to be for my brother-in-law, I think he might wonder why I'm putting baby powder on it. But hey ho, you know, he might like it. You might think it's a new style of aftershave. Okay, so the final one I'm going to put on the front. So I've marked I put my thumb where I want the glue to start. I bet everyone does this, don't they? Uses their thumb as a sort of measure. And then I'm just going to pop this one on. Now, when I stamped this, I stamped, I don't know if it was this one or one of my other pieces, and I put it down on my worktop and somehow I splashed something on it and I got this kind of river effect. So it would have been, I think it was that one of these. I got this little river effect from the splash. And first of all, I thought, oh no, I've ruined it. And then actually I thought, you know what, it actually looks quite good. So I went on and deliberately splashed all of them. And I think it looks really good. I think it's a really good effect. So now we've got this look. So if I hold it up like, I don't know, like that, it'll kind of give you the 3D effect. Okay. So then you can go on and decorate these cards any way you like. I simply stamped the trees and then cut them out using the dies. And I'm just going to pop. So the darkest ones I'll put at the front. So with my stamping, let me lie it down again. With my stamping, I used a darker colour for the mountains at the front, then a lighter colour in between and a paler colour at the back. So this is early espresso, this is soft suede, and this is grey granite. So the darker colour at the front, when you look at things in the distance, they always look to be a paler colour because they're further away. That's the only reason. They're not really a different colour. So I'm going with that colour. Swap these around a little bit. Oops. And then the palest colour at the back there. And I chose this colour is actually it's an old colour from Stampin' Up. It's called Pretty Peacock. Because some of these oh, I might not need glue on there actually. Some of these fir trees are really weird coloured greens, and they actually do look more blue, especially in the distance. But yeah, so this was stamped off. This is the full strength Pretty Peacock. That's stamped off once and that's stamped off twice. So this is first, second and third generation stamping. Phoebe, wow, well done, you caught us live. Oh, that's great. So Phoebe is a friend from the States who again's been on our Zoom chat for this January. And we've had some really good fun, haven't we, Phoebe? All chatting together. Phoebe joins us from her garage, which is her crafting area. It's absolutely amazing that we're all in different spaces, and you know, we get to see where we all play. It's been really good fun. Oh, Heidi's speaking her special language now. I can't even say that. Fabriciano. Fabriciano. Yep, I like it. Okay, so I'll pop another tree here. And then pop the last ones at the back here. You are probably, if you choose this design, which I've just realised was probably not the most sensible, you are probably going to have to make an envelope because these bits are going to stick up quite high. So it might be preferable to just use smaller, don't have things protruding at the top, over the top. But I'll leave that up to you. But as a card to display, it does look really nice if you can get that coming off the top look. Heidi makes up words. Yeah, she does. And why not? Because I think you Americans make up words as well, don't you, Phoebe? So you can then go on, you can decorate this, you can add deer, you can add all sorts of things. My first card was going to be completely different to this, and I'd used another stamp set and I had cut out a deer and some different trees, and I used different colours and these sort of backgrounds, which are gorgeous, but I wanted something that came up a bit higher, and that's why I chose these. But in retrospect, I'm wondering whether I should have stuck with this and just had the lower rise, if you like. But the good thing about this is you can see that you can do it different ways. You can use different decoration. I can't really use this deer on this card because it's the wrong size. It's too big for the trees. So if you see what I mean here, you know, a little deer would look nice there. But obviously this is far too big. Unless it's a giant variety. Oh, coined phrases, yeah. I mean, you know, if you had a deer poking out from the back of the tree, it would look gorgeous. But obviously it's just too big. But anyway, that's how to make that card, Anne. So if you want to go ahead and have a go with that, and if you want to change the size and you want a bit of help with working out the new sizes for a different size card, then just let me know and I can work it out for you. It's not a problem. You think I could get away with the deer on the first side? Yeah. I'll see when I come to actually use the card. I will see what I'll do with it. It might actually just end up being just a card I keep to refer to you know, play around with a bit and work out what I can do to improve it and how I can make it look better, etc. But yeah, I mean, if anybody wants me to work out perhaps for a square card, 5 3/4 inch square card, I'm absolutely fine having a go at that for you. If there's anything else that you've seen a photograph of and you haven't seen a video and you'd like to know how to make it, then send me the photo. I'm not promising I'll be able to do it, but I'll certainly have a go because I do like a challenge and I like a purpose for making a card. I'm really thankful to you, Anne, because I wouldn't have made this otherwise. I wouldn't have stretched myself to find out how to do something, and I'm pleased that we could. Oh, hi, just saying we need 3 more thumbs up. Oh, yes, we do. Phoebe wants to show the movement again. Okay, so it's like this, Phoebe. That's the flat card. and Anne called it a triple easel card, and that's because it stands up, each bit stands up like so and looks like it's on an easel. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to try and bring it up to the camera so that you get the view that I have. Okay. But so easy. I think, you know, you'll watch it back from the beginning, Phoebe, and you'll see how easy it was. It is simply the front of the card cut into 3 strips and folded across the center. Well, I'm going to finish here now, unless anyone's got any questions or any bits of news that they'd like to share. We're all in the forest with you. Oh, Phoebe, isn't that lovely? Yeah. What was that? What was that piece of music? Was it a walk through the black forest, a walk through the blue forest? I can't remember what it was now. Oh, look, Heidi, you've got your 7 thumbs up. Thank you all very, very much. I really appreciate you following me and joining me on the lives. And as always, I'd just like to ask you if you wouldn't mind sharing my YouTube videos, because I'm hoping to grow my channel. I'm desperate for 1,000 subscribers. I am now up to 694. So it would be great if I can just get that bumped up to 1,000 and then get some more watch time in. So thank you very, very much. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much, Heidi. I do appreciate that. Okay, so comments do help, Phoebe. Yeah, it does. Thank you. Yes, it does. So if anyone's not got any more questions, then I will say cheerio and thanks again for watching. I hope to see you again next Saturday at 2:30. Oh, Claire, what a shame. I hope you're feeling better. So anybody that doesn't know, Claire's not been feeling very well. But Claire, do watch it from you know, watch the replay. And, you know, I'm sure we'll catch up again really soon. Actually, I should be seeing you tomorrow. Well, not seeing you, but we should be doing the same workshop tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I think. So I look forward to seeing you there, Claire. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. And thank you very, very much once again. Really, really appreciate your support.